Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of Affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333862. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 3rd of September. The session will be very interesting and helpful for all of you. So do pay attention till the end. Also friends, yesterday we gave you some homework question. So Deepak Yadav has given all the correct answers for all the questions. So congratulations Deepak, you are here doing a very good preparation and I hope for whichever exam you are preparing, you clear that particular exam. So friends, let's start with the questions now. The first news that we are discussing is that recently our Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has presented a Smart Solution Challenge and Inclusive Cities Award for 2022. What is the basic initiative here? That this is the initiative of a National Institute of Urban Affairs, that was NIUA. So remember, this is the initiative of NIUA and United Nations in India, so that they can address the city level accessibility and inclusion challenges that are faced by persons with disabilities, women and girls and elderly people. As we know that India used to have a rural population. Now then there is a sudden change coming and all the areas are now becoming urban. We are developing more and more cities, all right, and now the youth is also shifting towards the city areas, that is the urban area. So to provide them with smart solutions, to provide them with, so that they can adapt, the persons with disabilities, women's, girls and elderly people, so that they can adapt to the particular change, these solutions were launched. Here the innovative solutions will be provided with a, or you can say the winner of these innovation stages or these awards will be provided with a wearable technology product, that is the Fifth Sense by Golvetrix. I repeat, they will be provided with a Fifth Sense by Golvetrix, that is a wearable technology product. So coming back, remember friends, it was Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, that comes under is the Ministry of Housing Affairs, Housing and Urban Affairs. They have presented a Smart Solutions Challenge and Inclusive Cities Award, which was an initiative that was of NIUA, that is your National Institute of Urban Affairs, and United Nations. And what was this? It to address the city level accessibility and inclusion challenges that are faced by PWD, women and girls, even elderly people. Highly important. Just remember the news as it is. Next, Drugs Park will be set up in which state of India? Remember recently the Department of Pharmaceuticals under the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers has granted approval for the proposal of 3 states under the scheme for the promotion of, under the scheme that is promotion of bulk drug parks. Can you tell me where these 3 parks will be set up? They will be in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Remember, in all these 3 locations, drugs park will be set up under the scheme promotion of bulk drug park. Alright, what is the basic aim here? It is to promote, or it is to support the bulk drug manufacturing in India, to make India a manufacturing hub, and that too in specific location, that is Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Highly important, friends. Alright, also remember here in hilly areas, that is in Himachal Pradesh, 90% of the assistance will be provided, and in the normal, that is Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh, here 70% assistance will be provided. Also, the maximum assistance under the scheme for one bulk drug park is of about 1000 crore rupees. That no more than 1000 crore rupees will be provided as an assistance for one bulk drug park. So remember, if asked that which organization or it was which ministry that will be the scheme of that is the promotion of bulk drug parks is a scheme of which organization, so or which ministry, it is the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers. All right. Then remember, center has granted in principle approval of 3 bulk drug parks that will be set up in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh, and in the hilly areas 90% of the assistance will be provided, and in Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh 70% assistance will be provided here. Alright, so here we are talking about the promotion of bulk drug parks in 3 states, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh. Alright, highly important, friends. Next, we are talking about Tejas 2.0. This project was approved by Cabinet Committee on Security. This will be chaired by whom? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This project will cost more than 6,500 crore rupees. The funding is an addition to the 2,500 crore rupees that was previously approved by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Highly important. If we talk about this, the Tejas Mark II project will provide a number of enhancements to the flights and combat skills of the indigenous Tejas light combat aircraft. That was the first. So Tejas Mark II will be an advanced version of Tejas LCA. That was the first Tejas. Alright, so remember who approved this? CCS approved this. Who will be the chairman of this project? Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This will cost more than 6,500 rupees, 6,500 crore rupees. Alright, this will be the budget of this particular. Highly important. Then if we talk about Indian Air Force, who will be the Chief of Air Staff? Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary will be the current Chief of Air Staff. When was the Indian Air Force established? It was in 1932. The Indian Air Force was established. Highly important, friends. One more thing, friends, that I need to tell you regarding the content that we provide you. Say for example, we are providing you pocket-wise PDF. We are providing you topic-wise current affairs. We are providing you weekly current affairs. We are providing you monthly current affairs PDF, also top 100 questions PDF. So remember, pocket-wise, pocket PDF and your topic-wise PDF, they will be released on the 7th of every month. Alright, on the 7th. Then weekly, they are provided to you every 7 days. Alright, we make sure that every 7 days you are provided with weekly current affairs. For monthly and top 100 questions, remember on 10th of every month or before the 10th of every month, you will be provided with the monthly current affairs PDF. Alright, friends, the important thing that I want to mention here is that we provide content in English as well as in Hindi. To all the students who are looking for the content of PDF in Hindi, because I have seen many times the students are asking for Hindi PDF, the content in Hindi. So students, for those students, those who are looking for Hindi content, you can check our Affairscloud application, from where you can download the from the Google Store, you can download the app, and from that particular application, Affairscloud application, you will be able to see various courses that are offered by us, and in those courses we offer you Hindi PDF along with English content also. Alright, so the students, those who are aiming for Hindi content, they can definitely check our Hindi PDFs also that are provided on the courses that are offered by us on our Affairscloud application. Then UP's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched a scheme for cashless medical benefit. Jharkhand's Chief Minister has launched Jharkhand Tourism Policy 2021. IIT Kanpur launched Nirman Accelerator Program. Jammu Kashmir or Jammu Film Festival will begin from 3rd of September. That means from tomorrow this or from today onwards this festival Jammu Film Festival will begin. Assam government has gave approval for the second wildlife sanctuary in Barak Valley. Moving on, CMIE, that is Center for Monitoring Indian Economy Private Limited. According to them, India's unemployment rate has surged to a one-year high of 80.3%. I repeat, to 8.3% in the month of August 2022. Alright, highly important. This is the highest unemployment rate since August 2021. In July, the unemployment rate was at 6.8% and the employment was at 397 million. Coming back, if we are talking with because this is the latest data, and you have to remember that the unemployment rate surged to a one-year high of 8.3% in August because in the July month it was around 6.8%. In August, the urban employment rate shot up to 9.6% and the rural unemployment rate also increased to 7.7%. Usually, the urban employment rate is higher, about 8% than the rural unemployment rate, which is usually around 7%. So just remember the data. Question can be asked that which organization in India gives this data. It was released by CMIE, that is Center for Monitoring Indian Economy Private Limited. Next, Vostok Exercise. Highly important. Two questions will be asked to you here. That this Vostok Exercise will be hosted by which country? First question. And second question will be asked to you is that it was an exercise in which force of India took part. So remember first that it was Indian Army that took part in this particular Vostok exercise. Can you tell me where was this Vostok exercise hosted? It was hosted by Russia. Highly important. All right, and in this too, Indian Army too. Remember, it was 7-8 Gorkha rifles. This was the contingent that took part in this particular Vostok exercise. This exercise will be from 1st to 7th of September in 2022, and where this will be held? This will be held in Russia. What is the aim here? That Indian Army will participate in this exercise, in firepower exercise, joint training exercise, and this will develop cooperation between the countries. In this, not just India took part. Remember friends, this was a military exercise that involved the troops from Russia, China, India, Mongolia, Syria, and other countries, ex-Soviet countries such as Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. Here more than 50,000 troops will be present and more than 5,000 items including 140 aircraft and 60 combat ships will also be taking part in this exercise. So remember, we are talking about exercise Vostok that was held in Russia. This Vostok exercise will be taking place from 1st to 7th of September on Russian Eastern Military District. And from Indian side, remember, Indian Army took part, and that too from Indian Army it was 7-8 Gorkha rifles that took part in this particular exercise. This question can be asked that what was the name of the contingent that took part in the Vostok exercise? So it was 7-8 Gorkha rifles of Indian Army. Next, SEBI. SEBI has raised the panel on cyber security to expand 6 members. I repeat, recently SEBI has recently restructured its 4-member high-level panel on cyber security that suggested measures to safeguard the capital market from cyber attacks. So remember, it was SEBI that has restructured its 4-member high-level panel on cyber security. Now the committee will be expanded to 6 members. That means there were earlier 4 members and now there will be 6 members. And out of these 6 members, these will be chaired by whom? Naveen Kumar Singh, who is the Director General of National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. He will be now the chairperson of the 6-member committee on cyber security. Highly important. Mark this. All right. Next, what will be the function of this committee here? Basically, remember, The committee oversees and provides the guidance on cybersecurity initiatives. They will be telling about that what all initiatives should be taken, how can we protect our organizations, our data of various organizations, so that the people who attack on the, or do cyber attack there, the data is not exposed to them. All right, the internal data, because we know data is very expensive nowadays. Even big companies, even if you remember, there was a case on Meta that they were selling the user data to different organization and making profits among them, because selling data is one of the illegal thing you do on internet. It is not allowed and it is prohibited. Also remember, it will also advise SEBI in developing and maintaining cyber security and cyber resilience requirements, which are aligned with global best practices and industry standards in accordance with the needs of Indian capital market structure. One more question, if asked to you, which was the first Asian country to join the NATO Cyber Defense Corporation? It was your South Korea. The reason was North Korea and China was continuously doing cyber attacks on South Korea. So that is the reason South Korea had to join the NATO Cyber Defense Corporation, and it became the first Asian country to do so. Moving on, SBI card has launched Cashback SBI. All right, this is a Cashback SBI card that was launched by which organization? It was SBI Cards and Payment Services that launched this Cashback SBI card. This is the name of the card basically. All right, it is the name of the credit card that will also help to boost the online spending in India. This card offers a simple and seamless services process to the customers so that they can opt for a premium category also. As you can see in the picture, this is the card that we are talking about. Here you can, so consumers can also apply for the card through the digital application platform, that is SBI Card Sprint. SBI Card Sprint, we can apply for these cards on this particular portal. And even where, if you are in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, then also you can apply for this SBI Cashback SBI card. All right, and this Cashback SBI card is a country's first credit card in India, that is Cashback SBI card. So which organization launched it? It was launched by SBI card. What will be the various offers provided here? So remember, the first cashback focused credit card in the industry allows the customers to earn up to 5% cashback on every online spend without any merchant restrictions, and a maximum of 10,000 per monthly statement cycle. All right, highly important. Also, it is a contactless card that is first free for the first year, that is till March 2023. Also remember, rupees 999 annual fee reversal is given after spending 2 lakh rupees or more in a credit card membership in a particular year. So if we talk about SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited, who is the MD and CEO? Rama Mohan Rao Amara is the current MD and CEO of SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited. When was this founded? In 1998. And where is the headquarter? In Gurugram, Haryana. Gurugram, Haryana also has the headquarter for International Solar Alliance. Remember, highly important. And International Solar Alliance is a joint venture between India and France that was launched in the year 2015. Moving on, another card we are talking about recently, Bank of Baroda's arm, that is Snapdeal Bob JCB Rupee, has launched a credit card, as you can see in the picture. So two cards have been there. One is your Cashback SBI card launched by SBI card, and second is your Bank of Baroda's arm, that is Snapdeal Bob JCB Rupee credit card was launched. So which two organizations came together to launch this? It is your Bob Financial, that is Bank of Baroda Financial Solutions Limited, that is the wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of Baroda, and Snapdeal in a partnership with NCPI and Japan's JCB International Company Limited. They launched a SBI Bob JCB Rupee credit card. Highly important. So Snapdeal along with Bank of Baroda, along with NPCI, and along with Japan's JCB International Company Limited, they came together to launch this Rupee credit card. Highly important, friends. All right, next, when these credit cards or a new kind of scheme is launched by the bank, you need to remember two things. First, the name of the bank. Second, actually three things. Second, the name of the scheme or the card that was launched. And third, what it is basically. If there is a scheme, that you need to remember that what was that scheme that was particularly launched for, what service it will be providing, what kind of data is given from that particular scheme. All right, that are important. Next is SBI. SBI has slashed, that means SBI has reduced the GDP growth rate for the India to what for fiscal year 2023. So remember, SBI has dropped or reduced the fiscal year 2023's GDP growth rate to what percent? To 6.8%. Highly important. Earlier, SBI said that India will grow by 7.5% in the fiscal year 2023. Now it has reduced their growth rate to 6.8%. Highly important. What can be the reason here? The reason can be the unexpected momentum that is coming, and also the war-like situation that is going on all around the world, not just Ukraine. Also, we are seeing war-like situations in Taiwan. All right, then zero COVID policy of China. These all things, and then we are seeing uh, droughts in Europe, high floods in Pakistan. All these international situations are making the economy worse, and that is the reason. Even though we in the first quarter we saw that India's GDP growth rate grew by 13 plus percent, and by other countries' GDP, that was say United Kingdom, USA, China, they were not even in the single digit. Even they are news that these countries may face recession in the coming time period. So coming back, remember SBI has slashed the GDP growth rate for India, that was earlier 7.5% and it has been reduced to 6.8% for the fiscal year 2023. Next, here you can see SBI trims, that means reduce or slash the GDP growth rate forecast to 6.8% for fiscal year 2023. State Bank of India's chief economist Soumya Kanti Ghosh has slashed the India's GDP growth rate to 6.8%. Next, BEL, that is your Bharat Electronics Limited, signed an MOU with Smiths Detections for high energy scanning system. I repeat, it was BEL, that is your Bharat Electronics Limited, that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Smiths Detection Group Limited, that is a threat detection and security inspection technologies company that offer advanced high energy scanning systems to the Indian market. This MOU is signed for a period of 5 years and can be extended further. Highly important. One more thing, remember, this MOU was signed in line with Make in India initiative. All right, and what it was to facilitate the ease of doing business and enhance safety of the Indian government and the companies is investing in port and land border security also. So coming back, which two organizations recently signed an MOU for high energy scanning devices or high energy scanning systems? It was Bharat Electronics Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding along with Smiths Detection Group Limited. All right, highly important. And this MOU is for how many years? This MOU is for 5 years. Next, PwC. Coming back first, remember, if we talk about BEL, that is your Bharat Electronics Limited, who is the chairman and managing director? Dinesh Kumar Batra is the current chairman and managing director. When was this established? In 1954 this was established, and where is headquarter? Bangalore, Karnataka. Next, ONGC signed an MOU with Greenco to produce green hydrogen, and the first pure green hydrogen making plant will be set up in Jorhat, that will be set up by Oil, that is Oil India Limited, and it will be set up at Assam. HCL's tax Roshni Nadar Malhotra is the richest woman in India now. IDEX DIO signed a 100th contract for defense innovation. Bharat Forge Arms signed an agreement with Talgo for manufacturing trains. City Union Bank has partnered with Aditya Birla Health Insurance for distribution of health insurance products. Next, remember, two organizations came together so that they can address the India's gap in the skill of taxation. I repeat, in order to fill the future skill gap in the taxation space. Recently, two organizations came together. This was basically to make future professionals of India job ready and to provide them with the technical abilities and provide them the basic skills that are required for that particular job. So, which two organizations are we talking about here? It is Price Waterhouse Coopers, that is your PwC. It is an international professional service firm. They came in partnership with Coursera, and we know Coursera. Coursera is a global learning platform that provided various courses online. All right, various certified courses online. So, PwC along with Coursera has come into a partnership to address the India's current and future skill gap in the taxation space. And what will be the aim here? It will be aimed to provide here the basic skills required so that people go become job ready in India. Next we are talking about Cambodia. Cambodian Japanese are among the winners of the Raman Magsaysay Award 2022. First of all, tell me, Raman Magsaysay Award is given in which field? And this year it was the 64th edition of the Raman Magsaysay Award. This award, Raman Magsaysay Award, is basically given in 5 categories such as government service, public service, community leadership, journalism, literature, and creative communication, arts, and peace and international understanding also. Alright, these are basic categories in which this particular Raman Magsaysay Award is given. Also remember, this was the 64th edition of the Raman Magsaysay Award that was presented. So here we saw that Cambodian and Japanese among the winners of the Raman Magsaysay Award. As you can see them in the picture, these are the 4 persons who were awarded with the Raman Magsaysay Award, such as Saudira Shim of Cambodia, Bernadette Madrid of Philippines was awarded, Tadashi Hattori of Japan, and Gary Benshib of Indonesia were awarded with the 64th edition of the Raman Magsaysay Award. Also remember, Board of Trustees of the Raman Magsaysay Award Foundation announced the winner of these 64th edition of Raman Magsaysay Award. What was the theme of the awards? Greatness of spread beyond borders. This is the theme of the Raman Magsaysay Award, that is the 64th edition of the Raman Magsaysay Award. 4 individuals were awarded here with the Raman Magsaysay Award. Highly important, friends. Do need to learn these, do need to remember these. Question can be definitely asked from this. Also remember, Raman Magsaysay Award. When was this established? This was established in the 1957. Alright, and it is Asia's greatest honor and distinction. As the name suggests, RMAF, this is the organization that manages, or this award is presented by this RMAF. Highly important. Also remember, Raman Magsaysay, he was the 3rd president of the Philippines. He was the 3rd president of the Philippines. Also, this award is known as Raman Magsaysay, is also known as the Asia's Nobel Prize. Another name of Raman Magsaysay Award is Asia's Nobel Prize. Highly important. Alright. And when was this established? In 1957, this award was established, and it was managed by RMAF, and this is the 64th edition of the Raman Magsaysay Award for 2022, and here you can see the 4 individuals who received this. Also, if we are talking from India, which were the individuals who received this Raman Magsaysay Award? Ravish Kumar for his journalism, and we know he is from NDTV. He received this award in 2019. And Vinoba Bhave of India, he was one of the recipient in the year 1958, and also it was started in 1957. Moving on, here you can see about Raman Magsaysay Award. When was this established? 1957. It is named after Raman Magsaysay, the 3rd president of Philippines. This award is regarded around the world as Asia's Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize. And remember, this prize is annually presented on the ceremony in Manila, Philippines on 31st of August. And the first ever ceremony of Raman Magsaysay Award was held on 31st of August 1958. And from Indian side, it remember Ravish Kumar and Vinoba Bhave was awarded with the Raman Magsaysay Award. Moving on. who has been appointed as the new president of AIFF. First of all, remember AIFF, that is your All India Football Federation. If we talk about AIFF, you have to remember that FIFA recently suspended AIFF, but now the suspension has been revoked. Then AIFF, who has been named as the men AIFF Footballer of the Year or AIFF Men Footballer of the Year, he will be Sunil Chhetri. And if we talk about the women AIFF Footballer of the Year, she will be Manisha Kalyan. Then coming back, who has been appointed as the new president of AIFF? Tell me. Who is the new president of AIFF? So remember, Kalyan Chobe. Kalyan Chobe has been appointed as the new president of All India Football Federation. He will be replacing whom if question asks? So he will be replacing Praful Patel. He will be replacing Praful Patel to become the new president of AIFF. He is from West Bengal, remember, and the former Indian footballer and Indian politician Kalyan Chobe, as shown here in the picture, he is from West Bengal and he defeated the former Indian professional footballer Baichung Bhutia from Sikkim in 33-1 polls to become the new president of All India Football. WHO has declared monkeypox a global health emergency. Also, WHO is the organization that will be setting up Global Center for Traditional Medicines at Jamnagar in Gujarat. China launched Ventian Lab module for its permanent space station, that is Tangong space station. Then IMVax, it is the name of the monkeypox vaccine approved in Europe. Wasif Nazreen became the first Bangladeshi to scale K2. Japan's Sakurijima, this is the name of the volcano of Japan that was recently erupted. Lulo Rose, this is the name of the largest pink diamond that was found in Angola in 300 years. Next friends, we are talking about CAPF E-Awas. CAPF stands for Central Armed Police Forces. So remember, recently as you can see him in the picture, Amit Shah, he is the Minister of Home Affairs. He has recently launched CAPF E-Awas portal for the purpose of allocating residential quarters to the Central Armed Police Force personnel, and this web portal was launched in New Delhi. Direct and important question, friends. What was launched by Union Home Minister Amit Shah recently? It was CAPF E-Awas, and what is basically it is to provide the residential quarters. When we know when you are in a government job, you are also provided with the opportunity of service quarters. In that case, your HRA will be deducted, else you will be provided with your HRA. So remember, for that purpose, for the CAPF, that is your Central Armed Police Force personnel, the residential quarters allotment web portal was launched that was named as CAPS E-Niwas. Highly important. That is a portal for the purpose of allocating residential quarters to the CAPF personnel. In New Delhi, this was launched. Alright, this portal will promote transparency, accountability, and it will abolish the caste system in the residential quarters of allocation to Japans. Highly important. Jawans are known as the soldiers only, so don't get confused. Alright. So two question from this particular news, that who launched this? It was launched by Amit Shah. Which ministry launched it? Ministry of Home Affairs launched it. What was launched? It was a CAPF E-Awas, and it is a portal or a application. It was a website, that is web portal is a website. And where was this launched? It was launched in New Delhi. And who launched it? Amit Shah launched it. Next, DBT and SSI. DBT and SII has launched India's first indigenously developed vaccine to prevent cervical cancer. Important, remember this. It is your Department of Biotechnology, and SII, that is your Serum Institute of India. These two organizations have launched the first indigenously developed vaccine to prevent the cervical cancer. So question will be asked in such a way that which two organizations launched the first vaccine to prevent cervical cancer? It is Department of Biotechnology, and SII, that is your Serum Institute of India, launched this vaccine. Another way the question can be asked, that DBT and SII together launched India's first indigenously developed vaccine. What is the cure, or basically it will be providing cure for what? So it will be providing cure for cervical cancer. Highly important, friends. All right. Next, here you can see the name. It is quadrivalent human papilloma virus. They developed quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine on 1st of September against cervical cancer. QHPV. This is the name of this first indigenously developed vaccine, QHPV, and this is for cervical cancer, developed by which two organizations, DBT and SII. Next friends, World Coconut Day. On 2nd of September, we observe World Coconut Day. This was the 14th edition of the World Coconut Day that we observed on 2nd of September with the theme Cultivate Coconut for a Happy Life and Future. This day aims to raise awareness about the use and benefits of coconut across the various industries. Highly important. Next, Intronaut Day. Very important term friend. Intronaut. As there is an astronaut who is well aware about the understanding of the space, understanding of the science. Alright, similarly remember a person who is well aware about the internet, a person who has the knowledge how to use the internet and its history. So he is known as an intronaut. So Intronaut Day is observed on which date? On 23rd of August. We observe the Internet Day. Highly important. Alright. Then on 23rd of August, we will commemorate the invention of the WWW, that is your World Wide Web. So that is the reason on 23rd of August, we will be observing the Internet Day. Highly important. So correct option here is option A. 23rd of August will be observed Internet Day. Here you can see Internet Day is usually observed across the world on 23rd of August to commemorate the invention of the World Wide Web, that is WWW. 23rd of August marks the day when the World Wide Web was opened to the public back in the year 1991 for the first time by WWW inventor Tim Berners-Lee. Next, Karnataka. Karnataka has launched a global startup challenge by the name When to Rise. Highly important. Alright. When to rise, it is to support the growth stage of startups in manufacturing and sustainable sectors. Alright, highly important. I repeat, it was Government of Karnataka that has launched a global startup challenge, When to Rise, that is to support the growth stage, or you can say basically the initial stage of the startups in manufacturing and sustainability sectors. Highly important friends. Also remember Murugesh R. Nirani, who is the Minister for Large and Medium Industries. They have unveiled the logo of this When to Rise. Highly important. Remember this. So When to Rise, it was a startup challenge that was launched by which state or which government? It was launched by the Government of Karnataka. Highly important. Then if asked to you what was the logo or who unveiled the logo of this When to Rise, he was your Murugesh R. Nirani, who is the Minister for Large and Medium Enterprises or Medium Industries, has unveiled the logo of the When to Rise. In the US entrepreneurs, that is your TIE, and the Department of Industries and Commerce have partnered to initiate this global startup challenge by the name When to Rise. If we talk about When to Rise, this is a platform that will be providing to showcase the innovative products or the solutions of the budding entrepreneurs and to connect them with the potential investors so that those investors can invest into those particular startups and they can show the growth there. Also, the Government of Karnataka aims to promote their state as the preferred location for startups in manufacturing and sustainability related sectors. Also, if you remember, it was your Karnataka state only that adopted the research and development policy. And another way we can say which is the best state in India for research and development, it is your Karnataka. It is your Karnataka. Alright. Who is the Chief Minister of Karnataka? Basavaraj Bommai. Who is the Governor? Tharchand Gehlot. And what is the capital of Karnataka? Bangalore. Bangalore is also known as the Silicon Valley of India. Next we are talking about Parivar Kalyan Card. This is a centered approved UP family ID plan by the name Parivar Kalyan Card. What is the basic aim of it here? This UP family ID card or Parivar Kalyan Card. This is under this scheme, the government will be able to identify a family unit, their member, and also qualify them for the beneficiary of the various schemes that are provided by the state for employment, be it pension, be it housing affairs, or be it any scheme that is provided by the government, that will be able to be used by those people as this Parivar Kalyan card. This will contain the information about the family unit and the members, and also will be providing them, if they are eligible for that particular scheme, they will be telling them that yes, you are eligible for this particular scheme and you can avail this particular scheme. Highly important. This will be a 12-digit card. This Parivar Kalyan card, it will also be a 12-digit card that will help the UP government to keep a tab on the government scheme benefits received by a family. All right. Next is senior IAS officer Paban took charge as the chief secretary of Assam. Who has become the new chief secretary of Assam? He is Paban Kumar Ji. All right. Paban Kumar Ji has taken as the new chief secretary of Assam. Highly important. He will replace whom? He will replace Jishnu Barua. So, two questions. Who will be the new chief secretary of Assam? Paban Kumar Bortkur, and he will be replacing whom? He will be replacing Jishnu Barau. Alright, highly important. So friends, that's all for the day. Now it's time for a quick revision. Hardeep Singh Puri represented Smart Solutions Challenge and Inclusive Cities Award for 2022. Department of Pharmaceuticals approved the proposal of setting up 3 bulk drug parks in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Cabinet Committee on Security approved Tejas 2.0 mega project that will be an upgraded version of Tejas. CMIE launched India's August unemployment rate that was highest in the last 1 year at 8.3%. Indian Army contingent participated in exercise Vostok that was hosted by Russia. SEBI has restructured a 4-member cybersecurity committee and now it became a 6-member committee. SBI Card launched industry's first cashback SBI Card. Then BFSL and Snapdeal has partnered with NPCI and JCB to launch a BOB JCB RuPay credit card. SBI has slashed down the GDP growth rate of India to 6.8% for fiscal year 2023. PwC has partnered with Coursera to bridge the skill gaps in taxation space. RMAF has announced the winner for the 64th edition of Magsaysay Award. City of Markham in Canada has named a street after A.R. Rahman, who is a very famous singer. Kalyan Chaubey has beaten Baichung Bhutia to become the new president of AIFF, that is All India Football Federation. Serbian president nominated Ana Branic to serve as the prime minister once again of Serbia. Then Union Home Minister Amit Shah has launched CAPF e-Awas portal. Then DBT and SII has launched India's first indigenously developed vaccine to prevent cervical cancer. 2nd of September is observed as World Coconut Day. 23rd of August observed as Internet Day. And Karnataka government has unveiled the global startup challenge by the name When to Rise. Parivar Kalyan Card. This was approved by UP government that will be providing a family ID plan of 12 digits. This card will contain 12 digits and it will be basically to provide the services or the schemes to launch by the government. Then senior IAS officer Paban took charge as the chief secretary of Assam. So these are all your current affair friends. I hope you have understood them, you have taken note of them. Now it's time for your homework. Which Indian school union territory launched country's first virtual school? Which institution conducted the cybersecurity exercise Synergy? As per the latest NCRB report, the highest number of sedition cases were registered in which state? Mikhail Gorbachev, who passed away recently, was the former president of which country? And 5th question is, which state union territory police is the first in the country to make collection of the forensic evidence mandatory? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends. I want you all to comment below without cheating. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.